Good morning, students. I hope you are fit and fine. So, welcome to the computer class. So, last class in computer peripherals, we studied about the CPU, the function of the CPU, how it works, and how the control unit works, as well as what is the function of the ALU. So, mainly we learned about the CPU structure. So, and we gave a small introduction on input devices. What do we mean by input devices? And we listed some of the input devices. So, today we will learn further in detail about the input devices. Okay? So, shall we start it? Input devices. An input device is a machine that feeds data into a computer and sends information to the CPU to perform a specific function. So now, what in simple meaning, what is an input? Input is nothing but what we feed into the computer is called as input. So what is the basic instruction given to the computer is known as input. So input devices, we have listed some of the input devices. We'll just go through how it works individually. So now keyboard. What is a keyboard? So keyboard is one of the basic thing which is connected to every computer which we see. Correct? Yes. So one of the primary input device used here to the computer is the keyboard. And once we see or look into the keyboard on the right hand side of our slide, we have the keyboard looks much similar to one more electronic device which is that known as it's a typewriter. Correct? A typewriter also looks similar to your keyboard. But keyboard has much more advanced or additional keys added to the keyboard. So keyboard allows the computer users to input letters, numbers and other symbols into a computer. Then there are much. So your keyboard is classified into 4 different types of keys. Which are those? It's the alphabet keys which is from A to Z, number keys which are from 0 to 9, function keys which are from F1 to F12, and we have some special keys like enter key, tab key and other keys. So these are called as the special keys. And the layout of this formation of keys of letters, numbers and punctuations is known as QWERTY. Okay. Then next we'll see which are the different types of keyboard we have come across. So now the different types of keyboards are the standard keyboard. This standard keyboard we generally see in a normal computer which is connected. Correct? At home we see a standard keyboard. Everybody one has a standard keyboard. Then second one is the laptop keyboard. On the laptop the keyboard is being mounted. Can you see that? We have shown you a picture. So there you can see on the laptop the keys are mounted. It's not separate like how we have connected individually to the monitor or to the keyboard. It's mounted inside the laptop. Then next one for gaming and multimedia. So for gaming, to play games, to do any sort of other sort of multimedia actions, for entertainment, you use these kind of keyboards. Then the next one is the thumb size keyboard, which is very small, which you can keep it in your hand and you can use that keyboard. That is called as a thumb size keyboard. Then the next one is a virtual keyboard. The virtual keyboard, as the name says virtual, it's in the system. You can see, like if you are doing an online banking, there you can see there they would have given you a virtual keyboard where this keyboard will not function. The virtual keyboard functions there. So in that kind of things we use virtual keyboards. And next one is the foldable keyboard where you can carry it along and which is very portable. You can take it anywhere. So these are the different types of keyboard, and this is one of the main input devices which we learned. So next thing we will study the next input device, that is your mouse. So now what is mouse? So we can see the mouse, how it works. A mouse is a device which used for the control or which is displayed on the screen. So it is called as a pointer. You can see on your desktops, you usually see a pointer which is being highlighted. When you move around your mouse, even the pointer or that arrow moves. Have you seen that? The mouse is the more important for graphical user interface because user can simply point to options and objects and click on the mouse button. In mouse also there are different types of mouse which we come across. The first one is the mechanical mouse. So you can see the mouse which is, this is called as your mechanical mouse. See, there you can see a small ball inside. Can you see a ball inside? So this is mechanical mouse. Earlier, nowadays, we don't have such kind of mouse. We have the optical mouse. Earlier, we used to have a mechanical mouse. Through this ball, the mouse used to move around. So I have shown you in the diagram how it was the internal structure of the mouse earlier. Okay, then as and when the days advanced, they come across the optical mouse which works through this LED sensor or photo cell light detector. Can you see this red light? Nowadays, when you use your mouse, you can see below the mouse there is a red light which is blinking or which is moving. So that is due to this optical or a photo cell light detector, it works. The next one was your optomechanical mouse, and this works with your X and Y rollers, where we can see this X and Y rollers. Through this, the ball is being fixed and which transfer the help in the movement of the mouse. Okay, so this is about your mouse. So you can see a cursor also. What is that cursor? You can see a small blinking line on the screen. That is called as a cursor. So the next input device is your trackball. What is this trackball? Trackball is a mouse laying on its back. So this doesn't have a point. To move the pointer, you rotate the ball. Can you see a ball which is being mounted here, which looks similar to your mouse? So now, when you move this ball with your thumb or with your fingers, it moves. It does not require much space. When in your mouse, you need to move the mouse, so you require more space. Whereas here, we are moving through this ball. We are not moving the mouse. We are moving through the ball. So that is the use of this trackball. So what is the advantage of a trackball over a mouse is that trackball is stationary. It can stay in the same place. You need not have to move it anywhere. So it does not require much space to use it. Then coming back to the next one is your joystick. I think everybody is familiar with the joystick because you play games. So now, what is this joystick? So joystick allows an individual to move an object in a game such as navigating a plane in a flight simulator. So now you can see on your right side, this is called as a joystick. You might have been seen this and you might have used as well. So what is this used for? So you can see all these it's been labeled to trigger or to zoom it, what you need to do. So it's similar to your car gear, correct? You have in your car also you have a gear wherein you need to put first gear or a second gear you use. It's similar, the joystick is also similar to that. If you need to trigger it, you need to hold some button there, and if you need to zoom and see in the game what it is. So you can use this. So this is basically mainly used to play games. Okay, the joystick. So this also gets connected to your computer. All these devices which we are talking about are getting connected through this. Signals are sent to your computer, and in your computer the result is shown on the monitor. The next one is your digitizing tablet. What is this digitizing tablet? So this digitizing tablet is an input device that enables us to enter the drawings and sketches into a computer. On your right hand side, you can see a person is drawing, and that result we can see it on the monitor. How he has connected this digitizing tablet to the monitor, and there he is working on it. So that result is immediately shown onto the computer. So that is your digitizing tablet. And how is he working on the digitizing tablet? So he is working using a pen, which is similar to your mouse. And you can see it similarly looks like your pen or your ballpoint pen. But no, the pen is, we call it a stylus. So it is used like a ballpoint pen, wherein the tip of the pen, instead of ink, it has an electronic head into it, where it senses on the screen and it's been displayed. Clear? The static nature of digitizing tablets make them particularly effective for tracking drawings. Like architectural people or these cartoonists, they will be using these kinds of digitizing tablet to draw and to use them anywhere. Clear? Next will be the scanner. What is this scanner? How does the scanner work? You might have seen, or you might be seen at home even. You might be having scanner. Nowadays a printer is coming with an inbuilt scanners. So a scanner is an input device that can read or illustrate printed on paper, translate the information into a form that the computer can use. A scanner works on a digitizing an image. So it similarly acts your photocopy machine. How your scanner, your photocopy machine works. Whatever you insert a sheet of paper into a photocopy machine, that results comes out. But here what is it happening in the scanner? Even this does the same thing. It converts the character into an ASCII characters. What is this ASCII? It's called as American Standard Code for Information Interchange and is a character encoding standard for electronic communication. So whatever so how do you do the scanner? Even this scanner gets connected to your computer, and once you give your information or an image, it scans that image and it puts into your system. Correct? Have you seen that? So now this is how a scanner works. You can see a photoelectric light which is passing over. Can you see when it opens, you can see a light which has been passing over. So that's a photoelectric light which passes through that, and it converts your data into an ASCII character in the system and process it, and it gives you the image, and that image gets stored into your system. So in this, till now we have studied 6 input devices. Then now we'll see the assignment.